So Solomon says to his son, if you wear the right life jewelry, it will give you favor before God and favor in the sight of men. Ooh, I like this part. Also, watch this. In the natural kingdom, when the son of the king would be dispatched from his place of residence, if you will, to travel throughout the broader kingdom, where people might not really know the natural face of the son of the king. Notice, we're not talking about the king, not King Solomon, but his son. His son may be unknown outside of the main courtyard of the king's palace. And as he would travel through the general territory that was owned or governed by his father, he may not be well recognized in natural. I mean, just visibly. You know, let's just face it. You know, in the natural, not many of us would look very favorable. Well, not many of us would have the natural complexion of our spiritual father. But beyond the natural, when we are adorned, when we possess the necklace, the cord around our neck representing mercy and truth, watch this. When the son would go out beyond the four walls of the palace, they may not know him by face, but they would be able to identify him by what he wore, by the jewelry that he portrayed. And here's the teaching point on this part. We already dealt with we would have favor in the sight of God, but let me show you how we will also have favor in the sight of men. Because he's the son of the king, that even if he was standing before a potential enemy, if he was standing before someone who really didn't like him, didn't admire him, because he was wearing the jewelry of the kingdom, it would naturally give him favor, even in the sight of all men, whether they liked him, recognized him, or whether they thought he was a good guy or not. It didn't matter. It would give him favor because he was adorned with the king's emblem. That emblem represented the kingdom. And they would grant him favor, not because of him, but because of the kingdom he represented. I believe that God will give us favor even in the sight of men who don't care anything about you in the natural. They may dislike you. They may not respect you. But when they can see even from a distance the mercy of God that is hanging around your neck, so to speak, the truth of God that you're walking in, when they recognize the kingdom that you represent, it will give you favor, even among your enemies, even among those who don't even really know you. God will give you favor. I want you to pray with me. Father, I'm asking even now that you allow us to portray what is in us, that we might be adorned with it on the outside, that visibly men and women might be able to see the mercy and the truth that represent your kingdom, and that it would draw them, it would attract them to inquire about your kingdom because of what they see in our life. This I pray, ask, and believe in the name of Jesus Christ. Listen, I want you to go to your phones and call us if you have a special prayer request, 1-877-211-4538. Make sure you visit us on our website, www.lifepoint4.me. You'll have an opportunity to order this broadcast as well as any other ministry material that's available on the website. This is Pastor Del Phillips encouraging you to do that. LifePoint LP number 58 to get a copy of today's broadcast. I'm believing God that together we're going to represent him well, wearing the life jewelry that represents him. This is Pastor Del Phillips encouraging you to stay on the path that leads to real life.
Thank you for joining us today on LifePoint for this exciting new ministry that will help you move beyond the obstacles that prevent you from living real life. To receive a copy of today's message, we invite you to visit us on our website at lifepoint4.me. You can order your CD today for just $10 or DVD for just $15. A study guide for today's teaching is also available for a donation of any amount. And be sure to follow us on Facebook for excerpts of upcoming teachings and dynamic devotionals. LifePoint is brought to you by the prayers and generous support of viewers like you. So we invite you to partner with us by sending your tax-deductible contribution to LifePoint, P.O. Box 201-334, Denver, Colorado 80220. Until then, we'll see you next time as we continue on our journey to real life.